Alright, hello everyone. We are back for hole number 5 here, setting up. I did just get this in a playoff, and you saw kind of how I proceeded for this hole. I'm either thinking, Kingmaker or Navigator here, depending on the wind. If it's into the wind, I like to just clear out a chest or two. See what I can get. Nothing. There's some snipers. That'll help. Just a couple more hundred, and I got a max sniper on this account, so that'll be useful. As you can see, this is a very, very challenging par 3 here. It's got that huge hill and the bunker in front of the hole. What I like to do is to take the bunker out of play, virtually out of play entirely, which means that you're not going to see me go for a skip shot in front of the bunker. And it's interesting to see that the wind's actually pointed away from the slope on the left, which you do want to avoid. So keep in mind that if you roll down that hill to the left and it stays on the green, you will not be able to get the putt to the hole. So it is the one spot that you do not want to miss. So if anything, we're going to favor missing to the right, just as kind of a safety precautionary measure. And we are also not going to play short or left or any of that, and even question bringing the bunker into play, or even this, like, look how close that is to rolling in the rough. Oh, it just did roll in the rough. So, all those factors we're going to virtually eliminate. Now, if this was into the wind, as you can see, we are towards max club here. Into the wind, I would probably put on a Kingmaker. Here, since I'm not into the wind, you're going to see me kind of do it like this. Mostly full backspin. Maybe just take off a little. You can see kind of where I'm aiming, more or less. Just don't get too aggressive with your aim. I'm only going to go 7 rings. It's better to miss left here or right here and be happy than to miss right and be miserable. So there you see me just playing a little bit cautious. Had I hit perfect ball, it would have been a better shot. Try to make sure that you don't short hit it. Hitting it long into the fringe, you're okay landing that ball on the fringe. You just cannot short hit it and roll it down too much on the fairway. So you have to be very precise with your movements. Of course, the only reason that I play it the way that I did, it still gives me the potential to make the ace. If I am to bail out and just say I'm going to go full backspin into the fringe, you're not going to hit the fringe and make the shot unless it was into the wind. That's the only way. In fact, there's times that if you've seen my Tour 8 shootouts, that I will play one to the green, but it's just when the wind is, a headwind, pointed at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, something like that. And that's the only time that you're able to land more into the green and onto the fringe if you want to still make the shot. Anything that's downwind, sidewind, you have to pick your target on the fairway somewhere. And I am going to show you this shot, as this is kind of my preferred method to play this hole, which is roughly 7.5, 8 on the backspin, and always 2 rings over from the rough's edge, just to kind of give myself a 1 ring outer in case I great ball. And you'll see me go roughly 5.5 rings here or so. A little bit more towards max on the adjustment. And the only reason I play it this way, I really like the way that it feeds off the slope. It gives it a chance right down towards the hole. Not to mention, it's always within 2 yards. Had I got that just a little bit more to the right, it would have shot down right by the hole. So it is a really easy, shot for a right to left wind, and that's the reason that I play it. It's a little bit tougher to play the other two shots that if you've been following along with some of the stuff that I've been doing, whether it be master or expert. Basically, I've played it differently in each tour so far. So my preferred method to play it would be where I just landed it. It's very low risk. It virtually always does the same thing, which is what you just saw. It rolls down the hill. You don't bring any of this other crap into play. Not to mention, when it's right to left like that, it's naturally just feeds down to the hole. You don't have to do any curls, side spin, nothing special. It just does it on its own. So just kind of simplifies the shot, and that's one of the biggest reasons. So anyway, good luck with that fifth hole. Like I said, if you can take my tips into keep them in mind, and always avoid that hill in the green. Do not go down it under any circumstance. So I do think that the wind in pro is favorable, that you will probably never roll down that hill. But just be precise with your adjustments, and good luck.